Hello, my name is Andre Parks. I am a MDL student, Moody Distance Learning student. Before we get started on this presentation, which is going to be over my Success Action Plan, I want to tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm married. I live in St. Charles. I'm married to my wife Heather, and I have a daughter Katie with a C. We've been in this house for about 5 years now, and I actually been with Heather about 11 years, and Katie is my stepdaughter, but we have a loving family and we are living the life, the American dream, because I feel that God has blessed us. I want to tell you why I started Moody in the first place. Two main reasons I started Moody. Number one is because Moody Distance Learning, I heard that was an excellent program, gave me the opportunity to not only learn about God's Word, but it also gave me the flexibility that I needed because I own a business called Gladstone Home Care, where we send caregivers out to help people with activities of daily living. And it takes a lot of demand, a lot of times on my time. Even with managers, sometimes I have to be there because the buck really stops with me. So with that being said, Moody's program has taught me so much in the little short period of time that I've been here. And I believe that this success action plan is something that is needed. A plan is more like a map than anything. It kind of helps you stay on course, just like a map does. And what Moody wants you to do is put this down on paper so that you have a plan, so that the chances of you being more successful is much greater. And so there's different sections in the success action plan that they want us to cover. And the first one I want to talk about is personal learning style. They gave me an assessment test that told me that my personal learning style is social and also solitaire. What that did for me, though, is really confirmed to me what I was doing already was working. Because I love to be able to spend the day at Starbucks with a lot of people and interesting conversations. Be able to hear the conversations, but yet be able to block them out and stay focused on hand. But also, I get up early in the morning and I like to study where it's quiet and no one's around because my mind is fresh. So when I took the assessment test and it told me that my learning style was social and also solitaire, even though they're in opposition, for me it works. And so I thought it was an excellent thing to be able to know. And my ultimate educational goal really is for me to get my doctorate through Moody. I want to continue to learn and grow as much as possible. When I decided to go to Moody, I had been ordained as a pastor and I was preaching God's word to his people. And I decided that, wow, some of these sermons that I'm preparing, are they really the original author's intent? I wasn't sure. And so even though I was preaching what I thought, they were really biased on my own personal thoughts. And I thought I did the best that I could to do the research, but wasn't trained. I wasn't formally trained. And so what Moody does is give you that training that you need in order to make sure that you can not only bring God's word to his people, but also make an impact. And so in order to do that, I had to make sure that I was in a program that would give me all the tools that I need in order for me to make God's people, give them his word and give it correctly. Anytime that you are in school or even doing any type of preparation, you have to have technical skills. And Moody allows you the different modules that you can go through so that you can learn how to use not only the computer, but also be able to do the research necessary for you to do research papers, be able to prepare a sermon if that's what you want to do. But they teach you, and I believe that you have to stay on top of your game. You have to be on top of all the technical knowledge that you need because it's ever changing, and if you're not on top of it, then you're going to lose out because technology is what we're using in order to communicate, whether it be through texting, whether it be through emails, whether it be through some type of Skype. But the bottom line is technology is something that's not going away, and we need it. My personal plan, personally, what I want to get from this program is not only my interpretation, but also I want to be able to write better. I want to be able to articulate the word on paper as well as I can articulate the word verbally. I've always been able to communicate verbally with people, but I've not necessarily been able to write as well as I wanted to. And so Moody gives you writing labs that you can go to, that you can learn. They give you all the opportunities for you to be able to help yourself, provided that you put forth the effort. And so I think that is great. And one of the buzzwords that a lot of people are talking about today is emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? They say that emotional intelligence has a lot to do with your success. You can be academically smart, but you may not have the emotional intelligence enough to be able to get through what you need to get through. And because of my background, I was in the military and I went through 3 basic trainings. I've been in a lot of emotional situations where I still had to make decisions based on what was going on. And so I believe that it has prepared me to say to you as my audience that I have excellent emotional intelligence, being able to deal with stressful situations, but still being able to complete the task at hand. And so my hope is that my non-cognitive emotions are intact enough for me to be successful in school. Personal integrity is something that each and every one of us should have and want to aspire to be top. In other words, do the right thing and not do the wrong thing. Because of the flexibility we have going through Moody Distance Learning, we have to have that personal integrity to be able to do the right thing, be able to complete our assignments, and be able to not plagiarize and or have someone else do any of our work. So that personal integrity plays a part in that. Other than that, I want to talk to you about library skills. Prior to coming to Moody Distance Learning, my library skills online were probably very, I didn't have any. Not much. Even though I'm a techie person, I don't think I really utilize it to as much as I'm using it now in class. And Moody gives you, like I said, different modules to learn so that you can know how to use their library access different, whether it be ATLA or any other aspect to get the periodicals, journals, any type of books. We're able to get a lot of information right there at our fingertips, sitting in our home. So it's awesome to be able to use all this technology in order to do that. And as far as support goes, my wife, who's been with me 11 years, I believe she can give me that support at home because she knows me outside the house and also inside the house. She knows my external behavior and my internal one. And so she can call me out when I'm not exhibiting the right type of behavior. She can give me support when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling overwhelmed with what's going on in school. She can be there for me when I need someone to look at my paper to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And she's just that type of person. She's very analytical and and very empathetic and compassionate. So she's able to give me all the things that I need in the house. And externally, as far as my spiritual leader is Pastor Sterling. He's there for me when I need to just talk to somebody. He wrote my letter of recommendation. He told me that he would give me any support I need. The good thing about Pastor Sterling is that he's been through Moody Distance Learning. I should say Moody. I don't know if it's Moody Distance Learning, but he's a graduate from Moody. And because he's a graduate from Moody, he understands what the academic demands are. And because of that, I think that he's a perfect person, not only spiritually, but also to give me any advice when it comes to being a student at Moody. And so, in closing, I want to say that Moody Distance Learning is an excellent program. Foundations of Learning is an excellent class to take as a student, because what it's going to do is not only help you to learn about yourself, but also it's going to give you the tools in order for you to be successful. And I believe that I made the right choice coming to Moody because I'm learning so much, and I believe once I leave their program, I will go out into this world and make an impact that for God's people And thank you. And I hope that this presentation gives you all the information that you need to know about me and also what my success action plan is, so that you realize that I'm doing what is necessary for me to be successful. Thank you very much.